Hey traders, Jamie Setley here again, and we're going to take a little more detailed view at EidoSearch. So we're going to log in from the SB Trade Desk page. Again, you're brought to the Insights page. We've got the watch list here, which has the three most positive and three most negative currency pairs based on average return over specified lengths of time. And the lengths of time you can toggle here between 1 day, 5 day, 1 month, and so on. Okay, remember the positive ones here as well. And actually below the top three, you've got all the pairs, okay, in table form. And they list average return. Again, you can toggle between the time frames. Okay, and you can also filter these simply by, or sort them simply by clicking on the column header. So, you want to see 1 month average return, we can filter all of them. So right now, Euro Kiwi looks to be the most positive as far as average return is concerned over the next month. Say we want percent upside and we want the most positive. It's Euro Turkish Lira actually, and then Turkish Lira Yen, and then Euro Kiwi, as you can see, dollar SEK, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of, kind of plug and play here. As far as filtering or sorting the different stats. Now, you get a lot more detail if you click on one of the pairs. And you can click either down here, within the table, or you can just click here on the symbol's name. Say you want to look at Euro Kiwi, right? A little more detail there. You can see here we're looking at statistics or projections for 1 month out. And it says 3M, 1M. So the 1 month statistics for average return, percent upside, percent downside, and all that are based on the 3 prior months of price data. Okay, so the 3 months prior to now, it's based on that pattern, previous matches to that pattern. A match itself is actually, you can kind of think of it as a mathematical similarity score, and it's got to be above a specific threshold. So in this example, you can scroll down, you can see there are 17 matches. Okay, 10 of them are positive, meaning 1 month after the match pattern, you've got 10 out of 17 positive and 7 out of 17 are losses. So basically 59% of all the matches end up as positive, okay, or 10 out of 17. You can see the returns here for average, right? You got the median, you got winners, average winner, average loser, percent upside, percent downside. You've also got the histogram here, okay, and each bar is a matched pattern. All right, so you can see in this instance, the most positive 1 month return after the match pattern occurred, from January 9th to January 30th. So that would be the 3 months that led up to January 9th. If that makes sense. And it was a 10.5% return. All right, you can see the most negative outcome was the June 26th to July 25th, 2012 month period. So that 1 month projection would have been based on the 3 months prior to that. So the 3 months leading up to June 26th. Okay, and that was a decline of 2.9%. So you can see in this instance, in this example I'm showing you here, Euro Kiwi, this is October 19th, 2015. So this is actually a pretty bullish 1 month, forecast. Now, what you want to do after this is go to your charts and, outline a trading strategy. This is just one input, right? But it's a pretty quick way to filter the market for ideas. Now, there's more to this too. This is probably my favorite part, actually, the overlay function. So, again, we've got all the instances here of the matches, okay, 17 of them. And now we've got 17 charts down here. Okay, they're on 2 different pages. The first chart here is simply what you chose to search, okay, or in this case, the last 3 months of price data for Euro Kiwi. Okay, the charts after that are going to indicate or show the matches, okay, and then the red and green lines are what happened after the match. All right, so you can do the overlay function where it shows your search query in blue, and then the matched pattern, okay, and the result in black. All right, so again, if we get rid of the overlay, you can see what happened to each pattern afterwards. Okay, so in this instance, this is the path that EuroKiwi took after we got a similar match. So even though this one was negative, it was actually positive off the bat. Okay, and you can also look at this in table form. Okay, you can filter by score or return or even dates for that matter. All right, so there's a lot to look at. This is a great tool to kind of look a little beneath the surface of the statistics if you want maybe create some analogs or start following price action along with a different period, so on and so forth. Okay, you can see the similarity score here as well. The closest chart to what you chose to search is going to be the highest similarity score. So in this case, it's 0.888. All right, so that similarity score right there. You can see the next one, 0.867, so on and so forth. Now, EidoSearch has applied years of research and tens of millions of predictions to validate the accuracy of their distributions and provide the default pattern look back. So, as far as looking at 1 day, 5 day, 10 days, 1 month, and again, with 1 month, we're looking at the past 3 months of data. 5 days, we're looking at the last month of data. 1 day, the past 10 days of data, etc. Okay, but you're a seasoned analyst, possibly, or a seasoned trader. You might kind of want to dig a little deeper, and study a custom pattern length. So, let's, for example, just look at dollar yen. Okay, so we'll choose dollar yen from the the search tab up here. I'm going to click custom here. I'm going to look at the last year. You can look 5 years of price data. Okay, 10 years max, whatever. I want the last year of data, and I'm going to zoom in on price data from the top. Okay, so the June high, and I'm going to highlight that. And I want projections for, let's do the next 20 days. So basically the next month, right? 20 trading days in the month. So I want the next 20 days, return for similar patterns. So I'm looking for pattern matches of price action from the high, right? You just see this pattern. It's nothing, we don't really call it anything, right? We've just got a decline, a rally, a decline, a consolidation. So we're going to see if there are any matches here. Click Find Matches. Okay, so right off the bat, I see that it's basically, pretty flat. Average return over the next 20 days for matched patterns is 0.4%. Average or percent upside is 2.4%. Percent downside 1.7%. So if anything, this probably skews a little bit to the upside. You can see we've got the histogram here. I can see that the biggest rally we had was back in June of 06 with a match pattern of 4.1%. The biggest decline at 3.7% was back in August through September of 1999, actually. We've got 21 matches, 11 winners, 10 losers. So you can see this is pretty flat, right? We've got the overlay here. The closest match pattern is 0.899. You can see the overlay, and that was actually, let's see when that was. So that closest match pattern of 0.899 was actually in 1997. So it was the 3 months from basically, what was that, March 11th to June 21st. Okay, and our query pattern is June 8th to October 16th, right? Today is the 19th, so I'm going to Friday's price action. Today's a Monday. So you get the, you can see that. So at this point, there's not a whole lot right off the bat where I'm like, okay, this is a big, edge here as far as being really bullish or really bearish. But it is interesting to note that I've got these dates to work with now. So I might go back and look at that period in 1997. Again, why? Because that's the closest match pattern, right? We've also got one in 99, May to August. So I might look at these patterns and say, you know what? We're following along with the 97 price action and the 99 price action, and we'll look for maybe some similarities there, see if we can get any more clues, right? So it's just a way to kind of dig deeper into the pattern, into the analysis, get under the surface of the statistics, right? And there's a lot to get from here, right? Even though right off the surface there's not a super bullish or super bearish suggestion from the data, you can see that actually the 3 closest match patterns were all negative, and 2 of the 3 were fairly negative after 20 days of price action, right? Minus 3.7%, minus 3.1%. Okay, those are the 2 of the 3 closest matches. You know, a decline of nearly, 3 to 4% in dollar yen up here. You're talking, what, 350, 400 pips. So, it'd be some decent juice on the downside if that were to materialize. All right, so I hope that this gets you, kind of a better view into EidoSearch and some of the capabilities. And this is just scratching the surface, okay? But, the tool's just extraordinarily powerful and, really helps in identifying tradable opportunities in FX, right? And it's a perfect complement to what we do as far as our charts and slope work is concerned. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching and good luck.